Viewers, fans, and subscribers, welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube's history. Good morning. Get out your tea, get out your coffee, go to Dunkin', maybe go to Starbucks. Hell, maybe you're going to go to IHOP, maybe you're going to go to Denny's, maybe you're going to have some cereal, maybe you're going to have some oatmeal, or maybe you're going to go the healthy route and have some blueberries and strawberries. Maybe you're going to go for a run. No matter what you're doing this morning, it's all in fun as long as you're clicking, liking, viewing, and commenting. Sean's View Entertainment, this is the place to go, and this is the way it's going to be. And if you don't like that, well, then there's nothing else you can be. Well, no, you can be anything you want, but you get what I'm saying, guys. We got some breaking details, and we got explosive, absolutely explosive updates as it concerns WWE this morning. We're going to dive right into it, not waste any of your time. Remember, it's so crucial. It's so important. It's so vital to become a channel member. If you want me to stay on YouTube, I can't do this by myself. I can't do it alone. I definitely need the backing and the support of each and every one of you because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the show. This is where we do it. This is how we get by. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news and rumors coming out of the WWE early this morning. The Viper, Randy Orton, has reportedly, again, rumor and speculation, has walked out of WWE due to major creative frustrations. After decades of carrying the WWE, Orton is said to be fed up with constantly losing, being overlooked at WWE PLEs, and not being given the championship spotlight that he deserves. Is this truly the end of Randy Orton in WWE? Or is this just the beginning of the biggest creative war we have seen in a very long time? You look at Randy Orton's legendary career, and we got a lot of details on this one, guys. We have a lot of details. You look at Randy Orton's legendary career, 14-time world champion, third-generation superstar, one of WWE's most loyal performers, perhaps even a locker room leader like The Undertaker used to be. Now, his return from serious back injury that should have, well, retired Randy Orton. A normal man would have had to go off into the sunset and call it a day, but not Randy Orton, who was gone for about 2 years. He returned in 2023, looked like a fresh start, but instead WWE's booking had him left sidelined and overlooked. You look at Randy Orton's pay-per-view history, or his PLE history, as they call it. Randy Orton has gone from headlining WrestleManias and winning Royal Rumbles to losing in the mid-card, and fans are starting to ask why, sometimes even being a curtain jerker, the opening match. According to rumor, gossip, and speculation online at this time, reports have it that Orton has been frustrated with the creative direction of WWE, maybe even Triple H's creative direction. Oh, is there going to be some clashing and bashing going on? WWE has been prioritizing Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Gunther, and other stars, leaving Orton as the veteran enhancement talent. One source, Real or Dirt Sheet style, are saying that Orton feels like every time he gets close to momentum, WWE books him to lose at a PLE. Kind of like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. No championships, no reward, no long-term storylines, just putting others over time and time again. Some believe, again, according to speculation online, and this is, again, a belief, some believe that Orton has threatened to walk out before, but this time, the word is that he actually may or will walk out on WWE. Now, you look at WrestleMania. He's lost matches there. He's lost matches at SummerSlam. No major title shots despite being cleared for full-time return. The WWE Universe wants the Viper in championship matches, not just mid-card filler. Not just there to put other talent over. It is ridiculous. Do you think you would have saw Randy Orton doing this in 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007? You wouldn't have seen Randy Orton doing any of that. No. Oh, no. But that's exactly what's going on. Is this WWE's way of phasing out the Viper Randy Orton? Or is this Orton forcing WWE's hand at the end of the day? Again, rumors are swirling at this hour. Again, plans can change, and this could just be an angle, a storyline. Okay? Rumor and reality. Could Randy Orton show up in AEW? Could he retire? Could WWE finally pull the trigger on a main event push if he agrees to return? Walking away now would, cement Orton as one of the most shocking exits in WWE history. Imagine if Randy Orton did go to the other side. Imagine if Randy Orton did go to AEW. Imagine the ticket sales, the buy rates, the pay-per-views. Again, viewership and ratings could skyrocket if Randy Orton went to AEW. Imagine Randy Orton versus Jon Moxley. Randy Orton versus Kenny Omega. Orton giving an RKO to Mercedes Moné. Orton versus MJF. Or Orton reforming legacy in another company. There is all kinds of different ways and avenues you could go with this, quite frankly. Now, the WWE's response in the locker room reaction to the Viper potentially, perhaps, maybe, walking out of WWE. The insider buzz is that some talent reportedly back Randy Orton and believe that WWE has wasted its star power. Others see this as a power play. Orton has always known his value, and he knows WWE can't afford to lose another legend after Edge, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena's part-time schedules. Of course, this is John Cena's last year because John Cena is retiring at the end of the year. If WWE doesn't fix this, fans might have seen Randy Orton's final RKO inside a WWE ring. Now, this is where we come to you guys. Randy Orton is, without a doubt, one of the most, if not the most decorated athlete in WWE history. If you were to build a superstar from the ground up, it should look something like Randy Orton. Do you think, viewers, that the WWE has dropped the proverbial ball with Randy Orton? Should he have been champion again by now? Is WWE or is Orton making the right call by walking out of WWE due to creative differences? Sound off in the comments section below, because this is one story that could change the entire landscape of WWE for the rest of this year. Now, guys, I'll tell you, this is literally and legitimately the last thing that I had on my bingo card to talk about this morning. I did not think this would be brought up. I did not think that this would be said. I did not even think that this would be read. But that is exactly what we are bringing to you here on the Brash Brilliance. And it's one of those things where, as they say in WWE, this is why, for everybody that leaves comments and opinions and thoughts, oh, Sean, it's over, it's done. Don't say it, don't talk about it, don't bring it up, it's fake, it's click. Never say never in the WWE. We have heard that countless times over the last several years, over the last decade. Never say never, especially as it pertained to CM Punk, the best in the world. He'll never return. He'll never come back. And I was in the background on YouTube the whole time saying, yes, he will come back. Yes, he will return. Yes, you will see CM Punk in a WWE ring once again. And I was right. But I'm not here to toot my own horn. I've been wrong plenty of times on YouTube. I've been wrong plenty of times. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to quit and go away and walk away, because I show up every single day that ends in Y. And boy, if I don't show up that on a day that ends in Y, there's usually probably an emergency or there's something wrong. Kind of like yesterday when tragedy struck my family, my father, who is 85 years old. Knock on wood, he continues, but right now my father is battling a hell of a time. And, guys, you might say, well, Sean, keep this private. Well, no, you guys are like my family. You guys are an extended version of my family here on YouTube. I've been doing this for over 10 years. For over a decade, I've been giving you and spilling you the rumors, the news, the gossip, the speculation, the hearsay, not fake news and not clickbait. Again, if you don't know the difference between rumor, news, gossip, speculation, and clickbait, if you don't know the difference, well, then there's no, you just Google it up. But my dad, tragedy struck yesterday as my dad has learned that he has got multiple brain bleeds. Now, luckily, they're slow, but to do surgery and he's on blood thinners, it would be tough, it would be rough, and it would be taking a risk for my dad to have surgery right now to stop the bleeding in his brain. They're slow leaks. They're slow brain bleeds. But obviously, you have to urge with caution. I mean, being 85 years old, my dad's on a ton of blood pressure meds. He's on a ton of other medications. 85 is definitely getting up there. It's definitely getting there. My dad, he's going through a rough, horrible time right now with these brain bleeds. And even though, you know, that's why I was only here yesterday for once. Again, I don't really usually miss a day that ends in Y. I usually show up every day, several times a day, but I do apologize for not showing up yesterday. Again, a very much in a family emergency with my father. We don't know what we're going to do. Obviously, we don't want him to have a stroke, so he can't come off his Coumadin, his blood thinners, his warfarin, as they call it. So we're just trying to figure out a way that we can help my father deal with this and go through the trials and the tribulations and go through this rough patch that my father's going through at this time. You know, both my mom and dad, my mom going through blood cancer right now. My mom also battling blood cancer. So this is a very turbulent time for SeanzView. You just get this loud, boisterous, entertaining guy that's full of life and energy here on YouTube. Well, that's my gimmick, right? I mean, I'm not like this in person. Hey, what's up? I'm a normal individual. I'm a normal guy outside of this thing. But when something like this hits, when something like this happens, it really strikes a chord and really makes you appreciate the people that are in your life while you have them. I mean, as we know, my brother died at just 50 years old last year of a brain bleed, no less. I mean, this is really PTSD. We're having to relive this all over again now through my father. My brother died of a brain bleed, and now my father is dealing with a brain bleed at 85 years old. My brother died at 50 years old just last year around this time. So, I'm not even anywhere near over my brother being dead and passing away. I'm nowhere over that. I still can't believe it. Just like I can't believe all the deaths this year. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, you want to talk about stunned the world. You want to talk about rocking the world. You want to talk about Sick, Sinister, and Satanic. You want to talk about a miscarriage of justice. Man, I'll tell you. That's why every day you should call and text your loved ones or see them or be with them or send them an email. Send them a smoke signal. Let them know that you're caring and that you're thinking about them. And again, I'm not trying to, go off into but I had to bring this up. It's been bothering me. It's been on my mind. On top of that, my car got wrecked. My car got demolished the other day. It has not been good in the background of SeanzView Entertainment. I'll be honest with you guys. It has been an emotional roller coaster. My car is damaged. My car is hurt. My car has looked better. Again, guys, this is what you see on SeanzView. You might think everything's all great and grand and wonderful, but no, that couldn't be any further from the truth. Right now, I am battling a hell of a time, and I know what a lot of you would say. You would actually care, and you would actually look out, and you would say, "Hey, Sean, take a break, take a few days off." Well, you see, with the YouTube algorithm, you kind of can't do that, and I have an expectation to live up to: prolific, consistent, and dedicated. I have values, integrity to live up to here on YouTube.com. But there comes a time and place where family comes first. And family is first, as I was and heard. It was on the side and will always be with my dad and my mom. Always. Through life, through sickness, through death, through everything. But this has taken a whole hell of a toll on me, I can assure you of that. And we're going to try to see if we can get him into a stroke doctor to see what they're going to do, because they can't just stop his medication, because then he would have a stroke. But then it's the Coumadin that's making him bleed more through the brain. And it's a rock in a hard place. But, man, my father, man, I'll tell you, 85. Not many people can make it to 70, never mind 85. Not many people can make it to 76, 77. My brother didn't even make it to 60. My brother didn't even make it to 51. So, man, I'll tell you, it's very chilling. It's very chilling. The struggle is real, and sadly, death is a part of this whole thing called life. We live to die. Isn't that something, viewers? We live to die. And that's why, as long as I'm breathing air, as long as I'm here, as long as I'm standing, nobody's going to shut me up. Nobody's going to shut me down. No matter how much you try, no matter how hard you want to do it, I'm not leaving, and I'm not going anywhere. You want to talk about twists and turns in the WWE? You want to talk about that? Well, let's talk about twists and turns in the WWE because we got more to talk about here. We have more to address. No finesse. Aaliyah Mysterio spotted training alongside WWE stars at the Dungeon. What do you think about Aaliyah Mysterio spotted at training? Rio targets Mercedes Moné after TBS title match during the September 3rd Dynamite. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Matt Riddle says that AJ Lee got around during the rant that he had about CM Punk. Rampage Jackson addresses allegations that he paid people off after Rogers' attack. Rampage Jackson shuts down claims that Rogers' attack on Psycho Stu was attempted murder. Roger Jackson awaiting arrest warrant after Psycho Stu assault. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Also this morning on Sean's View Entertainment, the WWE is eyeing a major return to China. Hong Kong PLE in the works reportedly. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. Will we ever see the return of Rowdy Ronda Rousey in a WWE ring? Well, according to her, and this could just be, speculation, but this is her saying it. Maybe it's a swerve. Ronda Rousey indicates that her WWE and pro wrestling career is over. The AEW Collision viewership for August 30th sees a massive decrease despite the clone tease. Fans are rushing to buy WWE SmackDown tickets after AJ Lee return. Speculation heats up online. Yes, the big return, the major return, everyone's talking about it. We're going to be about it. AJ Lee in WWE once again. Do you want to see the return of AJ Lee? Are you excited? Are you amplified? Are you traumatized? Well, I don't know anybody who would be traumatized over the return of AJ Lee. CM Punk joins Tom Brady and Kevin Hart for Cold as Balls Season 12 return. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. AEW pay-per-views are now streaming on HBO Max, starting with All Out. Prosecutor slams bid to free Liv Morgan's alleged stalker. WWE sued after fan claims he slipped on an unmarked puddle at Monday Night Raw. It's all about that money. Yeah. It's all about that money. Yeah. I have plenty more to come today, throughout the day, every day, multiple times a day, and unless there's an emergency, like family emergency, like my father. Subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications, donate below, because I said so. Later. Stay tuned. Because it's gonna boil over. Spoiler alert.